Going on? What's going on? Got some mailbag stuff. Still reading this. Great book. Got some Earl Grey tea going on. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. We fought a war over this, so I don't have to drink this crap. In your face, King George. Back to some vitamin C, some coffee. Ooh. Tastes like freedom. Love me some coffee. Some Black Rifle coffee. Hashtag coffee. Hashtag Black Rifle. Hashtag mailbag. All right. Locked and loaded. Let's do this. Mustache looks awesome. First, before going with some questions, the question boxes, I got a few things here. So I put a situation on the Berlin airlift video where what would you do if you're given the same kind of dilemma as President Truman? I'm not going to read out the entire answers, some great answers, but I thought I would acknowledge the answers I thought did the best job of going with the scenario. So, in terms of my honest category, this means I thought you gave very honest answers, and a lot of these answers were in the realm of that, like, hey, I wouldn't feel comfortable making this decision. I'd be too scared to make this decision. Like, I feel I wouldn't be able to do this. So I felt they're very honest answers, and I think that that's a good thing. It's obviously a good thing. So, Hudson, honest answer. Ty, honest answer. There's the camera. Morgan, honest answer. Riley, honest answer. Lily, honest answer. Noah, honest answer. Drew, honest answer. Balin, honest answer. I thought that was like you actually took a very good way of handling that where like it's a tough decision. It's an extremely difficult decision. In terms of the actual answers where the solutions were given, I thought Ryan, Captain America, great answer. I got to come up with a nickname. Sophie, for you. I have some ideas out there. I'm going to brainstorm them with my marketing team, see what they think. But phenomenal answer, very well laid out. So great job with that. Like, awesome. Okay, questions. I think there's serious questions first. I don't know. Should I label the boxes? I should. Will I? Obviously not. Okay. Again, these are from the past 5-6 videos, so it's going to be all over the place. Were there people who knew Stalin was a threat but didn't say Elizabeth D? There were. You had some individuals who knew Stalin was a threat and said something like Churchill. Again, honestly, I'm actually watching Korean baseball right now, so that's where my life's at. But it's 0-0. The Dugans are playing the LGs. So, there you go. Elizabeth, back to your question. Churchill, honestly, one of the most interesting people you can ever read about. Arguably the most important person of the 20th century. One of the few individuals in human history. He's the first one to warn against Hitler and the first one to warn against Stalin. He had the unique ability to understand and see evil for what it is. Not everyone has that, especially world leaders. There are other individuals inside the United States government who, they understood what Stalin was, but they didn't say much about it. Eisenhower, a lot of the U.S. military people actually had a pretty good understanding because they were closer to the Soviet Union, and they had heard rumors and stuff of what was going on inside the Soviet Union. But again, military is just part of a larger... Military is subservient to the politicians, and you don't want to speak out. Patton definitely spoke out about the danger that communism and Stalin was. But a lot of these individuals just didn't say too much because it just wasn't politically convenient for them at the time. That's one of the things you'll see with a lot of politicians where they do what's best for them politically, maybe not what's best for the country. Do you think Truman would actually use the atomic bomb against the USSR? Oliver G. A lot of historians say no. Stalin actually didn't think Truman would actually do it. So when the Soviet Union fell in 1991, so it just collapsed. I regret doing that. That a lot of it was revealed that like Stalin and a lot of his advisors believed that Truman never actually would have used like atomic weapons. Hence why they made that risky decision at Berlin. They didn't think Truman, let alone, would stand up to the Soviets. So they certainly weren't going to think he was going to use nuclear weapons. I don't think he actually was going to. And I don't think really any U.S. president was actually prepared to use nuclear weapons. The threat was always out there. The Russians never felt we would strike first. So, it's a great question. So you got here. Ooh, blue ink. Was the Berlin Blockade a less severe form of the Berlin Wall? Sophie S. Nickname in process. We'll figure out something. If we're going superhero theme, I could go Wonder Woman. I could do that. But it's up to you. It's up to you. So, I already forgot your question. Jeez. Was it Berlin Blockade? Yeah. Yeah, essentially it was. Like, the blockade itself was just like them blocking the one main road. The actual Berlin Wall was taking that to a next step. Part of it was that Stalin, I don't say learned a lesson, but he understood that the actual blockade itself wasn't successful. So you needed like an actual physical obstacle to make that happen. When we talk about the Berlin Wall, the thing with the Berlin Wall is the reason why the Berlin Wall goes up is because Stalin was sick of East Germans just crossing over the border and going to West Germany because East Germany is so bad. But yeah, that's a great way to look at it. We'll go one more serious question, or two. We'll go one, or two, or one, or one. Why would Stalin not follow through on demands? Matthew H. So we're talking about the Yalta Conference and things like that. It's because Stalin was an evil piece of human garbage. Just like all those communist leaders, all pieces of human garbage. He had no intention of actually following through on any of the promises he made. So at the conference, he was going to promise everything to just basically get through the conference. And then he knew that once they get outside the conference, I'm just going to do what I want anyway. So he had never any intention of actually following through. We'll go one more serious question. How does Stalin die? O and B. But this is also a question from other people too. Stalin's death is awesome. He dies of a cerebral hemorrhage and stuff but basically they find him in a pool of his own poop and pee. So I laugh at the fact this evil dictator who killed 60 million people, they basically find him just lying there in a pool of his own feces. Smell you later, Joe. Thanks for nothing. There's a movie on Netflix, The Death of Stalin. It's a comedy. It's actually pretty accurate to what happened. Funny questions. Watch the movie. Or don't. I think it's rated R. So don't. Parent permission slip? I don't know. Okay. First funny question. Was Russia... This is not funny, but it's a great question. Was Russia better off before the 1917 revolution? From Wonder Woman herself. Sophie. Like nickname? No? Yes? Okay, we'll figure it out. A lot of historians don't really know. It's things got so bad after the communists took over. It was probably better before 1970. Not that it was good. It wasn't good either. But comparatively speaking, at least you didn't have 60 million people, 20 to 60 million people being executed by your government. So I guess in that sense, it was better. There's still food shortages, a horrible economy. Not necessarily a Stalin-esque dictatorship, but yet a monarchy that ruled with absolute power. Russia has a very weird political history. It's not one like the United States. They've never really had a true free democracy or free republic. They've always had some type of absolute power, one person or one group of people in control. They still do today. So that's just historically they're much different than we are. Great question. Ooh. Do you still eat the same food every day? MW? Yeah, basically chicken, vegetables, some protein, coffee, water, protein shakes. What else do you need? I live a very boring life. Again, I'm watching Korean baseball right now. So, by the way, Dugan has a runner on second base with LG having 2 outs. Crazy game. Ty H. How are you going to deal with Earl? Earl's currently up north. Him and his wife Pat they have a cabin up there. Whatever. Throw it in my hair for a little while. Win for me. I don't know. I'm the neighborhood kingpin, not Earl. He needs to understand that. Kingpin. Question. Can you do a 360 jump? Chad R. No. Next question. Do you think that there is... Oh... This isn't our ending question, but it should be. Do you like that there's no audience for WWE right now? Drew H. It's weird. I watched WrestleMania with no audience. Weird. Because you can hear everything. You can hear them calling out moves and things. It's weird. Also with no fan response. You don't get the pops and the crowd reaction. It's weird. It's weird. I'm still watching it, but it's weird. Ooh. Maybe this is the last one. Okay, we got 2 more. We're going to do 2 more. We'll do 2 more. You should do a roast video and pull names and roast them. Chandler H. So what Chandler's basically asked, this is not a question, by the way, Chandler. It's a statement. That, like, what Chandler's basically asking is, I should just pull students' names out of a third box. I have a third box somewhere. And then I roast them. Like, I assume a Michael Scott-style roast. So Chandler would be like, I pull your name out, like, Chandler, nice haircut. I don't know. I'd have to think about this, but hey, if that's the direction you guys want to go, hashtag roast, hashtag funny roast, hashtag let me know. I don't know, whatever. Like, maybe we'll do that. Maybe it's something people want. Roast video. Oh, the final question. Oh, this one fell. From Morgan. Who's your favorite student? I know the... Yes, I know. It's Morgan. Don't lie. It's not a question, really. Not a question. I'm going to put this one back in the box. That's one we need to dive in further. We got one more. I could have looked at that one. Wow, I just pulled out 3 accidentally, and 2 of them are involving who my favorite student is. So I'm going to put those back in the box for a future thing. But what's your favorite Christmas movie? Zach asks, actually, Morgan's brother, crazy those 2 went right in a row. It's Die Hard, obviously. Die Hard is the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Great movie. So, this is Wednesday. This is probably, you can see it, who knows, but probably be on the interweb by 5 p.m. A couple things today. Oh, if anyone cares, the NC Dinos are playing the Samsung Lions at 4:30 in the morning tomorrow. Wake up for it. Korean baseball, KBO. So, you guys have a great rest of your day. Get your homework in. Keep believing in yourself. Believe in this country. Don't drink tea. Drink some coffee. George Washington fought a war just so we could drink coffee, I think. I think that's what the American Revolution was about. It was basically about drinking more coffee and less tea. I might be wrong in my history with that. But the important thing is, I can drink coffee, and if King George came to my door right now and said I had to drink tea, I could punch him right in the mouth. So, watch videos, believe in yourself, believe in your country. Do some push-ups, do some pull-ups. Keep working hard. Keep asking questions. Have a great rest of your day. There's the camera.